Okay guys, listen up please. Just one game to go this season, and it's a tough one, but let's be honest with ourselves. We've had a good year, and this time last year, we were sitting here crapping ourselves because we needed a point to stay in the league. This season, look at us, a year on, and we're battling away for a top half finish. So let's get out there today, with our fans behind us, look Manchester City dead in the eye, and say to them, please be gentle. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 3, Episode 9, the final episode of Season 3 with Sheffield Wednesday as we look to lead the team to Champions League glory. And today we end the season against Manchester City. We're hosting them, and if we match Aston Villa's result or lose by less than they lose by, we have to match their result basically, don't we? And just lose by less than 3 goals. Anyway, point is, we will be top half, which I think will be a stunning achievement for us. You can see they're away to Everton. But worst case scenario, we will finish 11th. Best case, if we can win, which is a big ask, and get a 3-goal difference, better goal difference than Burnley, who are away to Wolves, which is unlikely, then we could finish 9th. But in all likelihood, it's going to be 10th or 11th, and at the start of the season, we would have taken that, wouldn't we? Now, before we get to this, I should say there's going to be our end of season awards at the end of the City game. It's also going to be our goal of the season, so you can vote for that this episode. So a lot to look forward to. But let's start by catching up on what's happened since last episode. There were 3 tough games, starting with one against Tottenham. Herculano Nabian gave us a first half lead, but 2 late goals left us empty-handed. So I don't really understand what happened in this one. We were relatively speaking cruising. You can see from XG we were the better team, and then we just forgot to mark from corners. So just a really strange one. I was experimenting a little bit again with this one. We went with Nabian up top. He is of course a more of a target man type. So we went with him up top, and then we went with 2 out-and-out wingers, both Said and Urzi, to sort of, not inverted wingers, but sort of out-and-out wingers to try and cross the ball into him. It worked to a point. It certainly was something that was worth trying, and I think might be worth doing in the future. But yeah, just a really a disappointing game and a strange game as well. Though, of course, our XG is massively boosted, I suppose, by the fact we had that penalty as well, isn't it? So maybe it's not quite as dominant as it looks on XG. Next up was another tough one against, the team we're battling for top half against, Aston Villa. We fell behind midway through the first half before a goal just after half-time sealed our fate. So we were very second best in this game. Absolutely got our backsides handed to us. Look at that XG. They're actually a very good team. They're in the Europa League final against Copenhagen. So there is a chance, and this excites me greatly as an Aston Villa fan, there is a chance they could be in the Champions League next year. I mean, look at those match ratings. They absolutely played us off the park. And if that's the difference between top half and not, we are very much not top half. We did give a debut in this one to one of our young defenders, Sam Campbell. You may or may not remember we signed him from Motherwell, was it? Yeah, from Motherwell earlier on this year. So we gave him a debut. It was a tough one as it turns out, but I do still think there's a decent centre-back there for us. We also gave in midfield a start to Santos, and again, a tough one for him, to be honest. But, it wasn't their fault. As I said, we were just very much second best. And we took this sort of performance into a home game against Manchester United. We took a first half lead when Horn's ball into the box was well finished by Abel Ruiz. But Manchester United drew level early in the second half. So there we go, quite a decent performance actually. XG was only right at the very end that they got on top of us a little bit on the XG front. But unfortunately again, a corner has come back to haunt us. We'll need to look to work on that obviously for next season. And another thing that's a little bit unfortunate is that we appear to be better in this formation. Now I don't know if that was just a case of, changing it up. Maybe we were a little bit too predictable with the wingers. And it's unfortunate because we've kind of loaded the squad with wingers to play like that. So I think what we might do this summer is maybe get another striker so we have 4 guys so we can play like this. I think it kind of seals the fate of Maya that we won't get him back on loan. I don't think he's on the bench. I haven't been playing him anyway. And of course we couldn't play Hannibal on this one because he's a Manchester United player. So we had to play Garner in there. It didn't really work. So that's basically how we got to where we got to. You look at this run in, with the Liverpool game aside, there's a lot of disappointing results in there, isn't there? So, yeah, I mean, Manchester United's a decent point as well. So you do wonder if, European football was on the table for us. After that Southampton game, we've only won 2 games. And that's a little disappointing, isn't it? But anyway, we've still had a decent year. Let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here against Manchester City as we try and finish this season on a high. We can see we're expecting a 4-3-3 from them, where I got 5 from. And this is the team we're sending out. It is Dawson in goal. Obviously, Bazanu can't play because he's a Manchester City player. So Dawson comes in to get a game for us here. I do think he's a solid goalkeeper. So I don't think he'll let us down. Carmo and Bellic, I know they don't play well together. I'm trying to get that partnership together because I would like them to be our first choice partnership next season. Neco Williams is a right back, or as right wing back, I should say. It's the position he was born to play. Taylor, we're going to give him, this is basically, and I want you guys' opinion on this. Does Taylor stay? This is basically his audition to stay at the club. McCrory's going to sit in front of the back 2 for us. Santos, Hannibal and Samare are going to be the middle 3 with Solanke and Ruiz up top. We do have one of our young goalkeepers, Gary Turpie, on the bench for this one. He's not quite ready yet to start the game. I did toy with the idea, but I do think next season, you can see we've tried to get him out on loan this year. If we can't get him out on loan to develop him next season, I think what we might look to do is maybe start to give him some cup games because we need to try and kick him on a little bit so he reaches this potential. Other youngsters on the bench we might give a game to is William McQuaid. Again, very good youngster. Not a centre-back. He's very much a defensive midfielder. But again, City's not the ideal game to give these guys, sort of throw them in. So we'll try and get them on the field, but a lot of that will depend on how maybe not so much Turpie, but we'll see how the game's going anyway. Alright, so we can see their lineups. They're a Thomas Tuchel coached side these days. They just always have such good players, don't they? Imagine having Sergio Aguero on your bench. Unbelievable. Alright, what do we say? Although he's getting on a bit now, isn't he? What do we say to this? Let's give the fans a good performance. I do think that's perhaps the way to go here. We don't really have anything to lose. I mean, a top half finish would obviously be brilliant, but it doesn't really matter. There's a little bit of prize money difference, obviously, but nothing too substantial. But yeah, and I was talking earlier about Dawson and how I think he's solid. There was a bit of a discussion in the Discord about what to do for goalkeepers next year. Because when I look at the team now, I do think goalkeeper is probably the position we need to strengthen most. Of players that we own, Dawson is the number 1. But of course, we do have not just Turpie coming through, but also that young Tunisian we got through this year who looks to be an even better prospect. So we've got 4 5-star goalkeepers. It's not the best start, is it? Like a 4 and 5-star potential goalkeepers at the club coming through. So whilst I do think we need to strengthen it, we don't necessarily need to go and spend big money on a good young goalkeeper. We already have them at the club. It's just a matter of giving them time to come through. Maybe Dawson did let himself down there a little bit, but so I think that's a position that we need to strengthen, but I do think Dawson is solid enough, as he's going to concede another silly goal here, isn't he, over the bar, that I don't think we need to get a number 2 in. I think he's almost the perfect number 2 in that if I had to start the season with him in goal, I wouldn't be thrilled about it, but I'd be okay. I wouldn't feel like he's going to let us down. But obviously to go, oh Jesus Christ, boys, we're not quite at this today, are we? We can't be doing that against Manchester City. I do think that he wouldn't necessarily let us down. We can do better, but I don't think he'd let us down. So in that sense, he's the perfect number 2 that we have at the club for now. Taylor's looking anxious, so I think this might be the last we see of him. Horn, he was quite tired. He played all those games coming into this because I've been trying not to play Taylor. I thought maybe as a wing back we might see something from him, but Dawson hasn't covered himself in glory there either, has he? But yeah, obviously I was a little bit mistaken on that front, and I'm tempted just to take him off, to be honest, but we'll leave him out there. This is set pieces are killing us here, aren't they? And we have been working on them in training as well, so it's a little, it's very disappointing. Here we go, corner of our own, Hannibal knocks it in. It's a decent one, and we've pulled one back, and it's Matthias Santos with his first goal for the club. Well done, our young Portuguese attacking midfielder, and well, that's brilliant. Really, really happy to see him get a goal, and at 2-1, we're back in this game. They just didn't pick him up. It's a cracking header, isn't it? Well done. Hopefully the first of many, and we come straight back. And, well, are we about to turn this game on its head? Or more likely, are we about to go... Neco Williams, decent tackle there, but couldn't quite keep possession for us. We've got players around the ball. Williams has left his man there. Was he onside? Looks as though he was. And we've maybe got away with that ever so slightly. I wonder if there's something we want to try and change here. Let's get rid of all that stuff. And I wonder if we want to try and force them inside. We'll try that. If we can get to the break, I mean, we've scored with our only shot on goal. Oh, no, I tell a lie. We've had a second shot on goal, and here we go. Seconds left in the first half. Can we go and get ourselves level? Williams has got a little bit of space. He's got Solanke in space as well. We've got players in the middle. There's the cross. Edge of the area. Oh, we have equalised, and it's Solanke. A 10th of the season for him, and it's 2-2 at the break. What is it about Hillsborough when the big boys come here? We just don't give up. 2-0 down, and we're 2-2 at half-time. Wonderful stuff. Williams did really, really well. Found the cross. And Solanke pulled off into space and did really, really well. Good finish past the goalkeeper. And it's 2-2. Well, there we go. Wonderful stuff from our Sheffield Wednesday side there. A half of football that, for the most part, we've been second best. Are we pleased? I think we are probably pleased with that, aren't we? So we'll go with that. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. Actually, no, let's not have a go at Taylor. We're lucky to get anything from him. So I think we just keep going, don't we? We just keep going, and we've got a chance here. Williams with a throw early in the second half. Now, of course, we conceded seconds into the first half. We don't want to go and repeat the trick in the second half here. Can McCrory get a foot in there? Oh, he's done well. Oh, McCrory. I'm in love with McCrory. He is just... and Bellick has given that away, and... Oh, we've got away with it again. Dawson makes the save. All right, let's encourage them. They're looking inspired. They're looking fired up. Hillsborough's in full song. And, let's see what we can do here. Can we get ahead to that? Dawson makes the save. It was Taylor, wasn't it? Do we just take him off the field? I should. I know I should, but I just don't want to. Oh, Santos is there. He's done well to win that. Now, can he pick a pass? He's got Ruiz through the middle. It's a good last-ditch tackle from Stones. Just waited a little bit too long, didn't he? Ruiz was, I'm sure, calling for it. And just couldn't quite get there in time. Good header there from Carmo, down to Hannibal. Mateus to McCrory. Goes back to Bellick. Sheffield Wednesday shirt, please. Well done. There's a good ball for Samara. He brings it down. Solanke's in the middle, as is Abel Ruiz. Can he find a teammate? Oh, he's gone down. It's a penalty. It's got to be a penalty. Samara wins the foul. And now, is it going to be Ruiz? I think he is the man that will take it for us. Penalty's been awarded. And it is Abel Ruiz. Come on, Abel. Oh, he scored again. He scores versus the big teams. And it's a 6th of the season for Abel Ruiz. And we are 3-2 up against Manchester City, having been 2-0 down. What a final day of the season this is. And of course, this is very, very bad news for the 7 or 8 wingers we have at the club. Because, as I said, we just look a little bit better playing like this. But again, maybe we look better playing against the big teams. Samare, can we win this back, or are we going to go and give up our lead? No, Dawson's there. Now, that surely wasn't the highlight. Dawson gets it forward quickly. Solanke is there. We can't win that back. Hannibal, can he get a foot in? No, it's becoming a long old highlight, isn't it? Solanke, no. Samare, can he get a foot in on Brandt? Hannibal's there. Mateus. They've got a lot of players forward. There's the through ball. Taylor's there. Taylor, get off the field. 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 I should have taken him off. What an idiot I am. And can we transfer list him as he heads down the tunnel? Don't even sit on the bench, Taylor. Down the tunnel, in the car park. Out you go. Unbelievable. And to think we paid £6 million for that. Solanke's tied. Alright, we can bring Nabian on for him. That's fine. Is there anything else we want to do? That's what 2 subs we've made now, because I had my tantrum sub of Taylor. We do have Edwards, who might be a little bit of an X factor. If we could bring him on. Oh, Bellick has lost in the air there, and I'm beginning to wonder if Bellick is maybe not the centre-back I was hoping he would be. That's maybe a little bit tough on him. Sule's, I think he's quite good in the air as well, isn't he? Let's go attacking. Let's encourage them, and let's see if we can, for one last time, you know what we might do? Oh, we've got another corner to defend here. Corners are a serious problem for us. Let's get Edwards on for Sumare. He is a little bit of a live wire up there. Can we get a demand more? Oh, come on. One more highlight. One more highlight. It's not going to happen. And, well, we've put up a fight, but you get the feeling that Taylor's stuff up just kind of knocked the stuffing out of us. So there we go. 2-0 down, 3-2 up, and we've lost 4-3. If there was ever something that seemed to sum up our season, that's just about it, isn't it? Solid performance, though, boys. No shame in that. So youthful Sheffield Wednesday come unstuck. What's Tuchel had to say for himself? He doesn't want to say anything. That's fine. Raya placed on... Okay, now is this a goalkeeper for us? Don't love the first touch. Eccentricity isn't brilliant either, but potentially that could be one for us. If we have a quick look at the final league table. Now, unfortunately, Aston Villa did manage a draw, didn't they? They managed to get a 0-0 against Everton, which means that stuff up has cost us a top half finish. And look at Burnley. Had we managed to hang on to that 3-2 win, we would have actually finished 9th. So that's a little bit of a kick in the testicles as well, isn't it? But there we go. We've come 11th. It's not a bad season at all by any stretch of the imagination. And that winds up the season. Guys, wait right there. We will be back for our end of season awards. And we'll see who you guys have voted as your Viewers Play of the Year, amongst other things. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Sheffield Wednesday end of season awards. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind. Well, there we go. End of season is upon us. And, well, it's been a much, much better year than last year. Much less stressful, which is good to see. And, of course, we are still a Premier League team. Almost a top half Premier League team as well. You guys have been singing it all season long. But Sheffield Wednesday, we are on our way back. And maybe next season we'll look to go and threaten those European places a little bit more seriously than we did this year. But the people to thank are obviously the players. They've given their all for you week in, week out. So let's begin by thanking them all with a big, hearty round of applause. Well done, boys. Well done. The first award this evening is the Golden Pen, awarded, of course, to this season's signing of the year. And, well, I made a few signings this year, didn't I? It's got to be some sort of a record. 21, I think, in total came in this season. But the one that stood out above them all to win the Golden Pen is £7 million from Manchester United, James Garner. The next award is the Golden Card, awarded to this season's player with the worst discipline. And, well, I doubt this is the last time we'll see this guy on the stage tonight. 6 yellow cards. The winner is Hannibal. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player with the best pass completion. And the winner this year has been a quiet achiever. I've got to be honest, not someone that's always completely convinced me, but obviously his passing is the strength of his game. So with a 95% pass completion, that is ridiculous. The winner is Christian Bielik. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the player who feeds the strikers, the man with the most assists. And this year, well, as I said before, it's not the first time, it's not the last time we'll see him on the stage, I'm sure. With 7 assists, the Golden Spoon goes to Hannibal. The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded, of course, to the player with the highest average match rating. And I've got to say, for me, a surprise winner this year, but thinking about it, 100% deserved. With an average match rating of 7.06, the winner is goalkeeper Gavin Bazunu. The next award is one from the medical department. It is the Golden Cross for the player who is injured most this season. And, well, injuries, I've got to say, weren't too bad this season. So, touch wood, that will continue on for the future, for my future time at the club. But with just 16% of the season missed, the winner is Neco Williams. The next award is the Golden Soother, awarded to this season's baby of the team, the best young player. And we have a team full of young players, really, don't we? And, well, again, someone that I didn't necessarily think would win it, but upon reflection, if he qualifies, then he's a worthy winner. So the Golden Soother for this season goes to... It's the goalkeeper again, Gavin Bazunu. Now it's time for one of the big ones. It's the Golden Boot, awarded to this season's top goal scorer. And, goals aren't always something we find easy, but, this guy made them look easy. He doesn't just score goals, he scores memorable, wonderful goals. He had 13 goals this season, and the Golden Boot goes to Hannibal. The next award is one that I know means a lot to the players. It is the Viewers Award as voted by you watching at home on YouTube. And, we had 4 nominees, and thank you to everybody who did vote for the winner. It's the same winner as last year. 60% of the vote, it's Hannibal. Alright, now before we get to announcing this season's Player of the Year, we do need to acknowledge the Team of the Season. So if you just quickly direct your eyes up to the screen, you will see that the goalkeeper is Bazunu. Your back 4 is Horn, Carmo, Bielik, and Neko Williams. The midfield duo is, it's a midfield trio, my apologies. It's Tenali, good to say the name again, in behind Hannibal and Garner. The wingers are Meyer and Edwards. And the striker is, of course, Dominic Solanke. Congratulations, boys. You've all had wonderful, wonderful seasons. And now it is time to award the Golden Star for this season's Player of the Year here at Sheffield Wednesday. And, a surprise winner. I thought this was going to Hannibal. And Hannibal, I'm sorry, mate, but not this year. But you're back next year, maybe then. But, the Golden Star, again, it goes to the same guy that has been a surprise winner of a few awards tonight, but completely deserved. The Golden winner is Gavin Bazunu. So there we go. Congratulations to Gavin and the rest of the winners. It's been a memorable season for us. But hopefully next season will be even more memorable. It's going to be a big summer. Hopefully not as many signings coming in and out, but certainly hopefully some big signings in stature, if not number. And, I cannot wait to see you all back at Hillsborough again next season as we look to take down the Premier League once more. Thank you everybody for coming out tonight. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Thank you for you watching at home just watching at home, on your couch probably, maybe in bed, I don't know, I'm not here to speculate on that sort of thing. And I hope you've enjoyed your evening, and I will see you next season at Hillsborough. Thank you everybody, that was a seamless episode. So there we go, end of season awards done for the year, and Bazunu, Player of the Year. That surprised me a little bit, but he was quite solid for us, wasn't he? Let's have a quick look and see the seasons as we did. Transfers in an A+. That's what's on the Bazunu signing, so that's not overall, is it? But yeah, there we go. Signing of the year, of course, was Garner from Manchester United. Number of good signings, but just a number of signings, number of bad signings as well, to be honest. But but there we go. On the outs, again, there was plenty, wasn't there? As we did a bit of a squad rotation. This is it, season 3 member, and we got a B for our Premier League season, which I think is maybe slightly harsh. I thought we maybe at least a B+, surely. But there we go, 11th. In the end, we avoided relegation comfortably. It's Southampton, Fulham and Brentford that have gone down. Leicester have avoided relegation, which is a shame. I would have liked to have gone shopping in their squad, to be honest. FA Cup, we got knocked out by Manchester United in the 4th round. Put up a good fight. Only got a C for that, which is maybe fair enough, I suppose. What was that Premier League home attendance? I'm thinking we might look to see if we could expand the stadium as well, actually. And Carabao Cup, again, we got knocked out in the 3rd round by Fulham, which is obviously disappointing, but we weren't taking it particularly seriously at that point in the season. Moments to remember, the biggest win was our 5-1 hammering of West Brom. We beat them 4-0 as well, so 9-1 over West Brom this season. Match to remember, our away win at Fulham. I'm not sure that quite is up there, but anyway, it is what it is. Goal of the season, the game gave it to Hannibal. Hannibal, I think it's the goal of the season, to be honest, it's just a bit of a Hannibal highlight drill, but we'll go and vote on that in just a second. The finances... we're still a 3.5-star reputation club. No new deals of any description, but we did have 10 million more in sponsorship this season. TV revenue was down a smidge, but hospitality was up, as was competition prize money. We got 20 million, you can see there, double what we got last year. And match day revenue was down ever so slightly as well. The shirt sales, Solanke was the number one shirt with Edwards, Abel Ruiz, Samare and Ozzy. I do think they could be big players for us moving forward. Just over 19,000 shirts sold, which is good. And obviously the team of the year here. No real complaints. Good to see Tenali one last time. I think that's more or less probably the team of the season, isn't it? Let me know if you have any disagreements on that. Let me know your team of the season, but I think that is just about right. All right, if we can have a look at the accolades. Now, of course, this is just for the Premier League, but Bazunu was the fans player of the year or the games player of the season. Young player went to Bazunu. Signing of the year we saw was Ghana. Goal of the season we'll come back to. Top goal scorer was Hannibal. How often does a midfielder win that award? Absolute star he is for us. He also had the most assists. I'm not sure he can assist himself, but if he could, he'd find a way. Most Man of the Match awards went to Hannibal. Highest average match rating. Now, of course, this is just in the Premier League. Overall, it was Bazunu. So a little bit of controversy there, perhaps. But Hannibal won everything else. Why shouldn't he win that? And the record breakers, the Tenali sale to Juventus was a club record, the £44 million that we got for him. So there we go. Let's have a quick look. Anything else here? Vision and expectations. We'll do that off camera, although unless that's nothing there particularly annoying, is it? So we'll just accept that. Squad dynamics, Iorfa and Worrell are the team leaders. Dawson and Solanke below that, and we can see everybody else there. End of season team meeting, we'll do that off camera. New season, we'll have a look at this more. Next episode, of course, will be a summer transfer special. And a reminder at this point, there won't be an episode tomorrow if you're watching live to give me time to go and record that transfer special. The Golden Cross went to Neco Williams, 16% of the season missed with 7 injuries. Consistency pays off, doesn't it? So he's got there in the end with that one. The squad's all gone off on their holidays, which is nice. But guys, that brings us now to goal of the season. Now, if you're not familiar with this, if you are new to the channel, what I'll do while I'm explaining this is put it down to the best 11 so you can have a look at that. They're similar to voting for player of the year. There'll be a link at the top of the description. So after the highlights package here, go click on the link, vote for your favourite goal, and I'll announce the winner early next season. Then hopefully I'll remember to do that. But there will be the goal that the game gave, that Hannibal Maybe strike against Leicester, plus 3 others I deem worthy. And I can think of 1 or 2 other Hannibal Maybe strikes that are definitely going to be worthy. And because there's more than 4 goals that we scored this year that are worth a look, we'll have some honourable mentions to start things off with. So don't forget to hit thumbs up if you've enjoyed this episode, if you've enjoyed this season. Let me know in the comments how you think we did. Did we underachieve over? We didn't underachieve, did we? Maybe a slight overachievement, but yeah, we'll see how we do next year. But guys, that's it for today. As I said, enjoy goals of the season, and I'll see you not tomorrow if you're watching live, but it'll be Monday, won't it, for a summer transfer special as we look to, maybe just add some stardust to this decent squad that we're building here. Take care. Here are our top 4 goals from the 22-23 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.